Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing a demo and a review of the Innersense I Create Hold Styling Gel. I've already done the foam and I'm going to be doing this styling gel, the lotion, the whipped cream texturizer again, and also kind of touch on their shampoo, conditioner, their harmonic healing hair oil, their mask, their spray, everything else that's really in their line. And so this is going to be kind of the beginning of the rest of that series. And for this one, I am going to show you what it looks like when I air dry. Today I'm going to diffuse. I'll at the end, after I talk about it a little bit, I'll throw in a clip of what it looks like when it's air dried, because that's really, I think, one of the big things about this that I like it a lot is I get very similar results whether I diffuse it or I air dry, and that's quite rare for me. So I'm just going to demo how I apply it, and then I'll diffuse off camera and then we'll get back to it. But my hair is washed and conditioned today. I actually just reviewed the Controlled Chaos and that had silicones in it. So I clarified and deep conditioned. So my hair is nice and tangled. It's very soaking wet down my back. So I've used this so many times already, and I still have about probably a quarter or a half left. Now this gel I think has got a pretty decent hold. It's clear. Let's see if I have enough. Hardly even scented, which is nice. I feel like it's got like a thick, tackier than a lot of the clean green beauty gels that I've been using. So I definitely do this praying hands method. My hair is soaking wet, and it's almost kind of sticky, but I like that because I think that it holds very well. I know a lot of times, I'm just gonna put a bit more for the other side. A lot of times people think that if there's a thick hold or a thick cast, that it's very thick and heavy on their hair. And I'd have to agree, a lot of times that probably is true, but I get volume and definition with this gel even when I air dry. So to me, the thick, sticky tackiness, and it's actually quite minimal, but compared to other green beauty gels, I guess it would be on the thicker end, but I appreciate that because I think a lot of times it's just like a flaxseed base and it's very watery. A lot of times clean brands of gels are a little bit more watery and they don't hold as well. They're very nice and they've got great ingredients, but this, I think, of all the green beauty ones that I've tried recently, and I'm gonna do a gels wrap up, probably holds the best. So I'm gonna flip my head upside down and just scrunch it a little bit more. So the products are pretty well evenly distributed. You can hear the squishiness of my hair. I think it doesn't leave like much of a sticky residue on my hands, which is nice. This does have a cast whether you air dry it or diffuse it. I've either used it alone or I've used the volumizing lotion underneath to just add a kick of volume. But quite honestly, I'm very impressed with how it kind of turns out anyways, and I will show you. So that is it evenly distributed through my hair. I'm going to plop as usual, probably 15 to 20 minutes, and then I will diffuse, and I'll see you guys back here in a bit. Hey guys, so my hair is 100%, 95% dry, a little bit not so much at the roots, but I wanted to pop on here before I kind of fluffed it out and talk about the cast and a little bit more about the product, because last time that I did a video and I talked about cast, not everybody knew what I was talking about and I got a lot of questions, so I guess I forget that people don't know what a cast is. So what a cast is kind of what it means, the hardness of your hair after it's dry that the product leaves behind. Now a lot of people you can get it when you air dry, depending on the product, when you obviously diffuse like my hair is now. This particular product gives me a cast whether I air dry or I diffuse. The stronger and the harder a cast is, to me, I found that that's just a stronger hold. And so some people do not like the cast for lots of different reasons. Sometimes they feel that it weighs it down. Products that tend to leave, stronger, harder casts tend to weigh their hair down. I don't find that problem for me. And for me, that just kind of is the hold factor. A gel, a cream, a custard, a foam, all of those have the potential to leave a cast. It just depends on the product. I find that when I diffuse and when I do like a cream underneath, I am less likely to have a cast. But I like to use products totally by themselves. I have no problem with casts. For me, it makes me feel like it's stronger, a stronger hold. I have less of a hold with products that don't leave a cast. So that is what it's meant, especially in gels, when your hair is dry, but it still looks crunchy, still looks wet. It doesn't look like it's dry. And I've got a few different posts on my Instagram page about it, like a before and after pictures. But so it's incredibly important to scrunch out the crunch, and that's what they mean. So my hair is 100% dry. I think I'm gonna do this again when I air dry this product so you can see the difference of what it looks like when you air dry and when you diffuse. And so this is pretty much all dry, definitely my ends. My last video too, I diffused the crunch, and that just helps me get more volume. If you're prone to frizz, you might not want to do that. You can even use like your wet t-shirt. You can even use your t-shirt to scrunch it out. So you can see already it was wet. We'll do this side. For example, here is this curl that's quite crunchy. And then you just do the scrunching motion that you did to get the product in the first place. And what that does is break the cast of the product but leaves a soft curl behind. And it's soft to the touch, it's not wet, and it's 100% dry. So that's what that means when it means scrunch out the crunch, and that's what they mean with the crunch. So this product is great. I feel that it has a lot of good hold, but still giving me volume, which for me, when I want to use gel, but I'm on the go and I don't have time to diffuse, it's sometimes hard for me to get that volume. So this is probably my most favorite gel I've ever used. So you can see already the difference in my hair. Soft, bouncy, curly, and I do really have like minimal frizz. And so you just continue to do that all the way around. I really like this product a lot. I think I mentioned before, Innersense gives me thicker curls that are kind of bouncy, which I like. I like having a difference in different hair products. So you can see it was 100% dry, and now I've got volume, and it's not even scrunched out all the way. I use it by itself. All I did was shampoo and condition. And this just gives me these bouncy, crazy curls. I also use a pick to kind of break the cast at my roots when I use the praying hands method. If I only use it from the bottom up and I don't really have it in my hands, I just kind of use my fingers. But you can use it to kind of break out the scrunch out the crunch at your scalp, and also get a little bit of lift and volume. Some people like flick and fluff out their curls. My hair's a little bit too soft for that. I feel like I'm just kind of combing it. I don't see much of a difference, but it definitely at my roots kind of refresh and kind of pick up my roots. And what I just do is I take it like this, and then I just go back and forth. I'm not being real aggressive at my roots because your scalp sometimes can be sensitive, but some other people, you can either take it in and fluff it up like that kind of quickly. So you're not combing through your curls, but you're giving some lift at your roots. I know a lot of us have problem getting volume at our roots. Also, this just feels good on my scalp. When you're scrunching out the crunch, you can also use oil on your hands or a leave-in conditioner or a cream. But for me, my hair tends to get way down sometimes, and my hair is not feeling particularly dry at the ends, so I don't feel the need to do that. And it's kind of like goofy back and forth. It'll take a minute to settle, but I got some poppin' volume over here. So here's the back. So my next videos won't be as long on the different products. I will do a demo of how I apply it, and then I'll show you, I'll talk to you if there's a cast or not, but you'll probably pretty much just get how I apply it, and then the end result, and I'll talk about it. But this time I kind of wanted to have a base on how I typically apply Innersense products so that in the future videos you can refer back to this one when we're kind of getting into some of the details about it. So you can see this is a gel, but I've got great volume, awesome definition. I've got big fluffy curls that are really very touchable. They did leave a cast, but my hair does not feel weighed down. This is very easily one of my most favorite gels. For me, it's the #1 gel ever. It gives, mostly the big reason, because it gives such volume and fluff even when you air dry. And for me, with the problem with my hair is that it's flat and it loses curl. So air drying, I don't get as much definition and volume. I'm sorry, I don't get as much volume and lift if I don't diffuse. And so being able to air dry, especially when mornings that I get up really early and I just don't have the time in the day, but I can still get the results that I want by air drying, is huge for me. Everybody's gonna pick different products for a host of different reasons. I like to pick a gel because I feel that it holds for a few days, especially if I'm using it the night before. I feel like I can kind of beat my hair up a little bit. It's not as soft, not that it's not soft, but the balm and the volumizer, other products leave like a softer, silkier feel, where I feel like this is just that big volume, kind of like fluffy, that's really gonna hold, but I don't feel that it has, like, I don't feel like it, I can feel the product in my hair. This is actually, I get quite a similar results from the foam even. The foam I think is even fluffier and lighter weight. So this is great for somebody that needs extra hold, that has a lot of hair, that just needs hold for a few days. The foam is nice and volumizing, but it's also a little bit fluffier and like lighter feeling. And so it's similar but different, and I just love the results that I get from it. So I will pop in a few days after I've air dried and show you what that looks like, the cast from air drying, and then what it looks like after, and I'll do comparison pictures also. So here we are. I use the Innersence I Create Hold Gel again, but this time I air dried. It was 100% air dried. As you can see, I've got some good curl pattern. I'm gonna scrunch it out and talk about it a little bit. So I do really like this gel. This is probably my most favorite gel. I like because I can air dry and I still get volume. You can layer with it if you want and get less of a cast. The cast is incredibly easy to break. I think in Green Beauty I get a lot of gels that are kind of more on the watery side, so it's nice. So you can already see how that's fluffed up. So this side, even just this side compared to this side, crazy, crazy. So this is air dried hair. Stop. Part of me kind of likes it more when it's air dried because I go to work really early and my family's still asleep. I don't have to diffuse and my hair doesn't look flat. So by the time I get to work, generally it's dry. Then I scrunch it out right before I go into work and my hair still looks great. I think this is really wonderful. This is my favorite gel because not only can I diffuse with it, I can get great volume, definition, and minimal frizz for a fine curly haired girl like me who likes to only use one product. Sometimes I'm a mom and I work a lot. Time is of the essence sometimes, and I don't always have time to diffuse. I like to diffuse because I get more volume, but this is the first product where it really doesn't make a difference. And actually I kind of like it better when it's air dried. I have less frizz, even though I don't have a ton. And I like it because I can maintain my hair until I'm ready to do what I need to do. This always gives me really great hold. Gels, I think in general, hold better for me, especially when they're thicker like this one is. So that is the I Create Hold Styling Gel. This does actually have honey in it, so it's not vegan, but everything else is all natural. It's very, very incredibly, this is like not scented at all. I know it has like a very slight light scent to it, but you really gotta like to smell it. I can barely smell it. It doesn't leave smell in my hair. If you're looking for a strong hold, something to hold up your curls, last a few days, but still can give you some volume, this is definitely it. This is my most favorite gel, and I hope that that has helped you guys learn a little bit more about this product. And then I'm not quite sure what product I'll be doing next, but make sure to hit like on this video and subscribe so you don't miss out on our future Innersense product reviews. Bye.